Boston Public Library's Concerts in the Courtyard. We are bringing our courtyard to you virtually this summer and hope that you may join us here in the future at a safer time. We are grateful to the Bank of America, our presenting sponsor for the second year in a row. We are grateful to the bank for its commitment to the arts and these concerts, which are free and open to the public. You can learn more about our performers at www.bpl.org. Thank you, and enjoy the concert.
Hello, my name is Julia Mark, and I'm here at the beautiful Boston Public Library courtyard. There are a couple folks over on the sides here. Hello to you. During these strange times, fortunately, you all can't be right here with me with the flowers and the impending rain, but I'm very glad to see you all here on the BPL YouTube page. I'm going to start off with a little tune called Dreaming Tree, hopefully to get us in a bit of a dreamlike state for the next hour, whatever your lunch break might be.
Meet me underneath the dreaming tree. 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 All the shadows wish to be from underneath the dreaming tree. They're the darkest cast by light, flooded through the sea of leaves. When you're laying next to me, everything's in harmony. The dark, the light, a different time. Unto heal the world so fine. Why don't we just stay a while? Well above the dreaming tree, planes are flying overseas, filled with people looking for something that they think they need. The dark, the light, a different time. Unto heal the world so fine. Why don't we just stay a while? Meet me underneath the dreaming tree. 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 Well below the dreaming tree, rocks and roots are weaving, holding ground around the core of an earth that's spinning through the darkened path of time. Doesn't this world blow your mind? Why don't we just stay a while? And when you find your dreaming tree, treat it well and let it be. Take it as a state of mind and it will grow, I guarantee. In the dark, a light will shine on the world we left behind, so we can return sometime. Meet me underneath the dreaming tree. Meet me underneath the dreaming tree. Meet me underneath the dreaming tree. Meet me underneath the dreaming tree.
And that's all. This next little tune is called Doors, and it's a song essentially about the changing of the seasons. But I think the thing that motivated me to write it was just sort of ruminating on all the things in life that we can't control and all the uncertainty that we live with. but there's always this sort of pattern to the seasons, and we can always rely that, you know, things are going to change and come back around, and that's what this is about.
Summertime is made for secrets, that's why doors get swollen shut. As much as I say I love you, no, I love you twice as much. When the winter comes, there will be space under the kitchen door. Everywhere you walk will lift some coldness from the tile floor. Sun can burn and shade can fade the colors of the brightest bloom I'll see. I find it's dangerous to take too much of anything. Seasons leave us wanting, waiting for the next big change to come. I have never made a promise quite as big to anyone. Fall is made for slow advances, that's why leaves are shy to turn. Blushing red just at the center, till they crumble up and burn. When the springtime comes, there will be dust upon the windowsill. Every cup of coffee that you drink will send away a chill. Sun can burn and shade can fade the colors of the brightest bloom I see. I find it's dangerous to take too much of anything. Seasons leave us wanting, waiting for the next big change to come. I have never made a promise quite as big to anyone. When the year is over and the summer has come round again, I will read you secrets from my journal that I wrote in pen. We will dream of leaving winter by a villa out in Spain. Always talk of running out, but in the end we will remain. Sun can burn and shade can fade the colors of the brightest bloom I see. I find it's dangerous to take too much of anything. Seasons leave us wanting, waiting for the next big change to come. I have never made a promise quite as big to anyone. A photo, a train set, a song that I once knew. I'll let go, but not yet. I'll always think of you.
All right. Well, I hope you all are having a lovely day. It's a surprisingly cool day here in Boston, but it's very nice to be playing outside. I don't usually get to play my piano in the great outdoors. And this next song I'm about to play is called Palindromes. There's a lot of reasons why it feels good to play this song here right now. One is that, of course, palindromes are kind of a word thing, and I'm in a library. And so palindromes, for those of you who don't know or don't remember from your school days, are words that are spelled the same forwards and backwards, like mom or taco cat. And Also in this song is some imagery about the city, and I can just sort of vaguely hear some of the trucks driving by. And I'm here in Copley Square, so there's a little hustle and bustle outside of this sanctuary. And anyway, here's Palindromes.
I could see the shadow of a bird through the curtain in the window in the morning when you said my name. Every night I go to bed, a pillow underneath my head. When I wake up it is the same. I don't wanna live my days as palindromes, starting where I ended, where I started, and there I go. Don't wanna live my days as palindromes, walk around in circles while the time flows, while the time flows. I could hear the sirens on the trucks that were driving in the city in December when the first snow came. Every day we test our fate, try to renegotiate. When we wake up it is the same. I don't wanna live my days as palindromes, starting where I ended, where I started, and there I go. Don't wanna live my days as palindromes, walk around in circles while the time flows, while the time flows. I don't wanna live my days as palindromes, starting where I ended, where I started, and there I go. Don't wanna live my days as palindromes, walk around in circles while the time flows, while the time flows. I could hear the sirens on the trucks that were driving in the city in December when the first snow came. I could see the shadow of a bird through the curtain in the window in the morning when you said my name.
Thanks. Playing that song also now, I think a lot of times our days do feel like palindromes. Jay and Amanda here are at work, and I guess technically I'm kind of at work, but I think a lot of us are at home, and just kind of there's a bit of a monotony to the quarantine/pandemic life, which I feel very privileged to have that kind of monotony in my day, as opposed to something more chaotic. I think one of the plus sides to the quarantine has been having a little more extra time in my day. And this next song I'm about to play is called Secret Plans. And I'd like to think that I've developed some new secret plans during my free time, a little more daydreaming happening. And maybe you have some secret plans as well.
There are people who won't see your worth, tell you go and live in the center of the earth. As for me, I don't believe in heaven or hell. I just think that we should treat each other well. the sun will go to sleep. The tea bag will turn in the teacup and begin to steam. The radio dial will make only one final sweep. You'll make secret plans for yourself that you'll promise to keep. Secret plans, riding by night in a slow caravan. Secret plans, hiding the light of the stars in the palms of your hands. Secret plans. You are young now, look what is ahead. All your plans are hanging by a thread. Don't you worry if they seem unclear. Don't grow up and let all your secret plans disappear. Secret plans, riding by night in a slow caravan. Secret plans, hiding the light of the stars in the palms of your hands. Secret plans. It won't be easy, I know you've heard that before. Something about closing and opening figurative doors. Always stay humble but brave in the face of the fear that your secret plans will fall through and you'll end up back here. Secret plans, riding by night in a slow caravan. Secret plans, hiding the light of the stars in the palms of your hands. Secret plans. Secret plans, hiding by night in a slow caravan. Secret plans, hiding the light of the stars in the palms of your hands. Secret plans.
All right, we're gonna change our tone a little bit. This tune is called "See You on the Moon," and I wrote it many years ago now, closer to a decade at this point. I wrote it soon after I graduated from college, and I was wondering about when I might see my friends again after we were all scattering about, and sort of been listening or hearing this song in a new light, given that there's a lot of friends I can't see these days, because we're all trying to stay safe. And yeah, it's just sort of a strange time. So maybe this song will resonate with you as well, even if you haven't recently graduated from college.
After college, all my friends moved far away. They used to live right down the road, now they're in LA. It's pretty weird here, living back at home, trying to find a job and move out on my own. should be pretty soon. We will all be neighbors in a station on the moon. I won't have to miss you and we all will be employed. Nothing here to worry us except the asteroids. And last week I sent a resume, it's been reviewed. They offered me a job, I said, great, I like you too. I'm just hoping that the end of the earth does not interfere with my first day of work. 'Cause one day the internet is gonna break and we'll all move to outer space. Well, have you seen the moon tonight? I would say it looks just right. Oh, it is quite lovely. Stars are woven strands of light that wrap the solar system tight. Why don't we go there tonight? I was wondering if you wonder about me. I'm sending out a message, guess I'll wait and see. Can you believe that this technology is true? Words I type are suddenly delivered straight to you. If words can go flying through the atmosphere, is it so far-fetched to think that I'll see you soon? I won't have to wait to see you on the moon. Thanks. All right, we're gonna go from outer space back to Earth. This song is a newer song of mine called Geography. And I was just kind of thinking about my place in the world and thinking about what my grandparents would think of this particular time in our history in a lot of different ways. And this song happened. So here it is. I went to public school and didn't learn geography. I cannot name the river that feeds the open sea. I can't decode the road that wove together you and me. But I've been living with my brain and its complex circuitry, aching with appreciation for plasticity, because every day I'm changing, if only by degrees, learning how to cope, generating hope. This year I fell in love with the guy down the street. My father likes him and my mother is a bit too relieved. You know, my mother's father's mother, she was a samurai, and my father's mother's father never learned how to cry. Me, I am just living the dream that they forgot upon, waking for the workday, waking for the workday. Well, I keep having nightmares about assassinations. I think the news is changing me. Or is it my reflection waiting in the darkened screen? Holding the compass, I don't know where to start. I've been searching through the mountains and the valleys of my heart. I am looking for a joy that will outweigh the cost. Don't know when to burn down any bridges I've crossed, and I'm looking for antidepressant. Looking for a snack and a life lesson. Looking for a map with a legible key. I am making a list of places I want to be. I am learning and I'm studying geography. Geography.
All right, moving right along here. This is kind of a one-sided interaction, but I hope you all are doing well. I suppose that you can probably leave a little comment in the YouTube thing there if you have an account, and I'll read them later. But I'm really glad that you're here, tuning in wherever you are, whatever you're up to. Maybe you're listening in the background while you're making a nice lunch or a cup of tea. Maybe you're you're at work, working from home. Maybe you're at work in a building that's not your home. Who knows? The possibilities are endless. Let's see. I think I'm going to play a tune called The Stranger Is You. My parents amazingly live in the same house that I grew up in. They've been living there for many decades now, and it's evolved over time. They, especially now during this time, they've been doing a lot of home improvements, painting, and my dad just built a new cabinet, that kind of stuff. But it's hard to imagine them not living there or somebody else living there. I do hope that, eventually someone else will have to take it over. And that will be a strange process. I think it's always interesting to think of spaces and the people that move through them and the way that people relate to them. And everyone has their own memories associated with a space. And when they leave, someone else can come in and make their own memories there. So here's a song about all that kind of stuff called The Stranger Is You.
I knew that room, the wooden floors, the painted walls, the ghost of you dancing down the day-lit halls. Somebody new was standing here and take their calls. And when I'm driving by, maybe I will stop to pause and remember it all. We used to run around the yard on skin on knees and climb the trees until the sun was clearly well past gone. We wore our secrets on our sleeves and we'll believe the slightest breeze was something we could build a story on. And will they mind the maple taking up the view, or will they call a crew to cut it down? Oh, I didn't know about this moment till it showed up in the doorway. I'll be leaving now. I'll be leaving now. I wonder if they'll change the light inside the closet, 'cause it buzzes and because it glows a too bright white. I wonder if they'll find the letters we would write of conversations we recorded placed between the wooden boards at night. And will they keep the color in the kitchen, or will they be switching every room around? Oh, I didn't know about this moment till it showed up in the doorway. I'll be leaving now. I'll be leaving now. I'll be leaving now. Somebody else's mail sitting in the box. Got new keys on the chain because they've changed the locks. The laundry room will steal away new pairs of socks. You can talk all day, but in the end, you gotta walk away. Gotta walk away. There is a stranger in your home, turning everything over new, but in the end you realize now the stranger is you. stranger is you. Now stranger is you.
And there we go. All right, we're switching back to our piano sound. And so I guess next song, Shadow. It used to be called Fear Wish. I guess it's about all those things. I wrote this song. I had asked random people, friends, internet friends, to give me a list of random words. And so if you're listening to the lyrics of the song and feeling like it sounds a bit like a vocabulary list, that's why. So I tried to incorporate all these random words like tectonic and elucidate and fear all into the same song, and this is what came as a result.
You move me tectonically, shift towards you, mountains ensue. You move me magnetically, feel a pull invisible. Well, I try to elucidate whether you reciprocate. If you did, what would I do? Fear is the shadow of my wish for you. Fear is the shadow of my wish for you. Of my wish for you. Of my wish for you. You move me illogically, reason through cacophony. You move me so hauntingly, do I trust the things I see? Well, I try to elucidate whether you reciprocate. If you did, what would I do? Fear is the shadow of my wish for you. Fear is the shadow of my wish for you. Of my wish for you. Of my wish for you. Maybe I'm leaning in too close, casting shadows, instead of stepping back so I can see. Well, I try to elucidate whether you reciprocate. If you did, what would I do? Fear is the shadow of my wish for you. Fear is the shadow of my wish for you. Fear is the shadow, is the shadow. Fear is the shadow, is the shadow. Fear is the shadow, is the shadow of my wish for you. Of my wish for you.
All right, I'm gonna switch instruments now. Slide this over. our ukulele over here. Since I am at the Boston Public Library, it would be remiss of me not to play my song called Lending Library. And so this is one of my few library-themed songs, but I'm glad I had one in my set list here. We good here? Cool.
Library books sitting on my shelf, reminding me of you. You're overdue. What's your excuse? I never begged you as the type to run away. I'm usually quick enough to turn the page before the ending comes my way, but now the doors are locked. Always have turned quiet, and my thoughts are in a riot. Still I know, I will forgive you if you ever do come back to me. It's in my nature to return, and my heart is a lending library. Wait till I and pay. You're fine. 2 cents for every day you missed your name and read upon my list. I will forgive you if you ever do come back to me. It's in my nature to return, and my heart is a lending library. It isn't fair for you to take more than you give. How do we live and love and lose this way? Do we make it through our day? Somebody drew inside this book and tore page 23. That's the part where you once were, directly to the left of me. So wait in line and pay. You're fine. 2 cents for every day you missed your name and read upon my list. I will forgive you if you ever do come back to me. It's in my nature to return, and my heart's a lending library. I will forgive you if you ever do come back to me. It's in my nature to return, and my heart is a lending library.
All right. Oh. Dropping some things. Slide this back over. Cool. Thanks again to Jay and Amanda. I think they're off camera here, but they're our AV people making it all happen. And yeah. Oh. Okay. Cool. Anyway, I do actually. So the next song I'm gonna play, it's about my grandmother Stella, and I suppose even though it's about her, it is a little bit library themed in that she studied library science and she worked at the Livingston Public Library in New Jersey. And she was just an amazing, amazing person. And one thing about her was that she was very humble, and she would never think highly of herself in anything that she did. It was all about other people, which is one of the reasons why she was very amazing. It was a way that she was very generous. She was an artist as well, and she did beautiful watercolor paintings and sketches, but again, she never really thought much of her own art until she got to a point in her 90s when she didn't recognize her own paintings because she forgot that she had made them. And then she was very complimentary of them. And for the first time in her 90-something years, she could view her art as very beautiful because she could see it through the eyes of somebody else. And it was this very bittersweet moment. So here's my song about Grandma Stella.
Stars that are long gone, I still see the light from them. Words that I wanted to say to you still have some fight in them. Fever dream memories, I still invite them in. Stories we told to our parents, or no, did we frighten them? Memories are a string wrapped round a spool, and the older you get, well, the tighter they pull till you can't see the start, you can't find the end, and so every day you just begin again. Places and names on the tip of my tongue. Syllables fade with the face of the young. Thumbing through albums of photographs one by one. I can't recall what I saw soon as we are done. Memories of a string wrapped round a spool, and the older you get, well, the tighter they pull till you can't see the start, you can't find the end, and so every day you just begin again. Where is my father, my clearness of sight? And where is the man who I sleep with at night? And where is the cat who was scratching the door? And remember when they captured Joe in the war? Who made these paintings? Was it really me? I must admit that they're truly lovely. Truly lovely. All right. Moving right along here. Checking my watch here. All right, we got time for a few more. This song is called Guide, and it's about how your past self can often be a guide for your present self. And there is one mention of books in this song. Perhaps you will hear it. Yeah, here we go. I have been searching for something I can hold on to. I had a dream that I thought I'd keep, but off it flew. In the abyss where the things that you miss are right out of view. The sound of the train and the look on your face when I turn to you. When I turn to you. When I turn to you. To myself at age 19. You have got a weird disease. One day you will feel much better, but this self, you won't forget her. Don't you go away too soon. Be my guide. Don't you be a waning moon in my sky. Be my guide. Be my guide. I have been making a sturdy framework in my head, built from the bindings of books I keep but have not read. Add to my list with the flick of a wrist, and I lie in bed. The words I don't say in the light of the day turn to dreams instead, and I swallow them, and I swallow them. To myself at age 15. One day you too will smoke weed. Don't you worry about your brother. space where I place these versions of myself, stored at the core of my heart upon a makeshift shelf. Talk to my brain where the past still remains, and I'm overwhelmed. But where would I be with just one form of me standing at the helm? And the course is held, and the course is held. To myself at 9 years old, keep your imagination bold. You'll be awkward, but don't mind it. You have a voice and you will find it. Don't you go away too soon. Be my guide. Don't you be a waning moon in my sky. Don't you go away too soon. Be my guide. Don't you be a waning moon in my sky. Be my guide. Be my guide.
All right. I think I have a few more tunes for you all. I actually didn't have this next song on my set list, but I'm feeling inspired to play it. And the mood is already. I know we're getting a little low here on the mood, but I promise we'll leave you on a good note, high note. This is a song about my friend Adam, and I think the reason why I'm feeling inspired to play it is because he used to live right in this area. This is about my friend. He passed away a few years ago. We used to spend a lot of time in this part of Boston, wandering around, and so it feels like the right place to play it.
Little things I loved about you that I never shared. Race up toward the surface and they're gasping for air. Thought I saw you yesterday and every day, but you're not there. It is just a handsome stranger with baby blonde hair. I saw you in the casket. Your face, it wasn't right. Oh, I couldn't find you in there. Couldn't catch your light. I am not religious, but in this sad to believe some things cannot be destroyed. Love and energy. When I met you, it was springtime. We went to that show. Had so much fun. I had to buy the beer, 'cause you were not quite 21. At the set break, in the kitchen, you pretended to get mad and cursed. Said I stole your thunder because I kissed you first. And when I think of you, I see you with a book, a boyish grin, dancing and philosophizing, singing, sipping on some gin. I see you working on translations just like I am doing now, trying to make sense of all of this somehow. I saw you in the casket. Your face, it wasn't right. Oh, I couldn't find you in there, couldn't catch your light. I am not religious, but in this I do believe some things cannot be destroyed. Love and energy cannot be destroyed. Love and energy. All right. I think I'm going to play 2 more songs. This next song is called Keeping You. I'm a very keeping person. I like to keep things around and keep people in my thoughts, and my room is full of tchotchkes or clutter, whatever you want to call it. Songs are one way that I kind of keep ideas, and luckily those don't take up a lot of floor space, but definitely have a lot of other items around, and that's what inspired me to write this song. I don't love him in the way I did before. I was there and I remember clearly why I closed the door. And I know it sounds like danger to your ears. There are spaces in between a lover and a stranger here. Please excuse the mess that is my room, that is my heart. I am a very keeping person. I hold on to what I held on at the start. Photographs and magazines and notes written on old receipts. I will not let you recede from my view. I'm keeping you. I'm keeping you. It's what I do. So you wonder if I have space for you, as I hand the keys that lead into a furnitureless room. Unlock the door, I'll give a tour and reassure you it's all fine. Yet skepticism's dim in every light I shine. Please excuse the mess that is my room, that is my heart. I am a very keeping person. I hold on to what I held on at the start. Photographs and magazines and notes written on old receipts. I will not let you recede from my view. I'm keeping you. I'm keeping you. It's what I do. Can you climb to the vaulted ceiling of your mind's capture of you, of what was left behind? And yet somehow the space continues to expand. Somewhere in there, love finds a place to land. Please excuse the mess that is my room, that is my heart. I am a very keeping person. I hold on to what I held on at the start. Photographs and magazines and notes written on old receipts. I will not let you recede from my view. I'm keeping you. I'm keeping you. It's what I do. All right. I think I guess I have one more tune for you all. I assume if you're watching on YouTube, the info is in the bio there. But my name is Julia Mark,
Julia like the Beatles song, and Mark like question mark. And if you want to know more about my music or upcoming shows, virtual or otherwise, it's juliamarkmusic.com. I'm working on recording a new album right now, doing some remote recording, which is very exciting and feels very futuristic. So hopefully some of these songs that you've been hearing today will be on that upcoming album. And I do have some recordings out there on the internet and various places and streaming platforms. I'm going to leave you with a little tune called People on TV. And again, thank you so much for joining us. Thanks to the BPL and Amanda and Jay. And here we go. Wish that people were like people on TV, so I could press replay and analyze them very carefully. Every time I make a joke or fall and scrape my knee, there would be people there to laugh and cry, shout and scoff with me. Wish that people were like people on TV. Their outfits would reflect their quirky personalities. My best friend would be funny but not prettier than me, and my parents would say crazy things. That's also reality. When I'm with you, I'm so glad you're with me. I like you better than the people that I crush on TV. And when we are together, there are no commercial breaks. We can sit and talk for hours without ads for Frosted Flakes. All right. And that's all. Thanks so much for joining.